Hi and welcome to this Blueprint Markets video update with me, John Kibler, head currency analyst. In this video I'm going to be talking you through pound US dollar and looking what's next for the currency pair. So I did a video yesterday talking about some volume profiles, so I'm going to feature those today so you can see what I'm going to be looking at in terms of key levels to look out for. And I'm going to start off with the higher time frame stuff. So I've actually got the 4-hour chart here with some monthly profiles, but I'm just going to jump up to the monthly chart first because price is in a very interesting area at the moment. So we talked about this in the past where we've got price in and around these key monthly lows here. So we basically have a range between sort of the 1.15s or the 1.16s all the way up into sort of the 1.4s. And what we expected from when we saw price come back down into this level was a potential for price to push to the upside. Reason being is because from a technical perspective, that is what you would look for. You would look to buy from the lower of the range, sell from the top of the range. However, the US dollar has been significantly strong, so that is pushing pound prices to the downside, as well as fundamentally for the pound. We have recessionary risks. Risk of recession is also rising globally and even in Europe. So usually we see haven currencies like the US dollar perform better than currencies like the pound in these situations. So we're expecting pound downside, dollar upside. Pound dollar price should continue lower. However, we are at this tricky point where price has been finding support back here in the past. Doesn't mean that we can't go lower. Obviously, if I zoom out a little bit and we just look left, price has been lower. Okay, so it's not like we can't see lower prices. Now, what was quite interesting, if I go to that 4-hour chart and just show you 4-hour chart, sorry, and show you the volume profiles, you can see how well pound has reacted to some of these levels. I mean, look at this untested point of control through there. Really nice rejections in here. We had the value area high acting as support through this area. We then closed below and we traded from one side of value to the other side of value where price broke the monthly value area low. So when price breaks a monthly value area low, there is a strong indication that price can continue lower. As you can see here, this month we broke below the previous value area low and price continued to push lower for a good 2 or 3 weeks within that period before seeing any kind of recovery. So just to be aware that that could mean price could push a little bit lower as well. Now, what is going to be super interesting is also how price played out today with regards to the volume profiles levels. But what I wanted to just look at or touch upon was the what if. The what if price comes back within this monthly value area, because we can see we had a really sort of sharp move to the downside here. And what I'm actually going to do is just look at the volume profile within this point to see if there's any kind of gaps in the market, because I know that with volume profile quite often price can come and fill a gap. So we can see here there is a slight sort of area of low volume in and around this area here, around about the 119.50 all the way up into the 1.2. So that to me suggests that maybe price would want to come and fill this gap at some point. It's also a point of control of the previous month. So what could we derive from with that? What could we kind of build as the bigger picture? Well, auction market theory suggests that if price was to trade back within a value area like we have from here to here, then we could see price trade to the other side. Now, this is going to take a lot from the dollar. We're going to need to see a lot of dollar weakness and some pound strength in the market. But let's say we have that scenario. Then if pound was to close above this high, close back within the monthly value area low, we could be looking for a retest to trade to the other side, to the monthly value area high. What's quite nice is that we're coming to the end of the month and there's been a lot of value built up here as well. So maybe price would want to go and test this area here. But that's only if we break this high and break this monthly value area low. At the moment, you want to be looking for opportunities in and around these areas. You've got to see as well, we had this kind of consolidation here. Price broke out, we've retested that. We did find a bit of momentum, but we've since turned that over. So at the moment, any kind of dollar downside, the market is willing to buy that dollar back up, which is not what you want to see if you want to be a buyer of this currency market. So monthly value area low is very important in this case, because we want to be able to see price break through that area. If price doesn't, however, we do have these lows down here, 117.50s, that if price was to trade below, I'd expect the trend continuation at that point, and maybe we'll see price breaking through all these types of levels at 117, 116 and 115. That is a possibility. It's also a possibility that we don't break the monthly value area low, and that can act as resistance, so just be aware of that. But I did want to just show you how price reacted today to the volume levels and why I included the US session. So yesterday, you can see, came up into the monthly value area low. We've been moving lower since that. But what I looked at today was how price reacted to high volume nodes. So you've got this high volume node down through here of the US session. Price came into that level, and you can see that we started to consolidate. Now that's a good sign that we could have seen an opportunity to push to the upside, because price is consolidating within this area. Price then broke out of that area and we rallied. Where did we rally to? Well, we rallied to the European point of control, and look how price reacted from there. Nice little double top pattern, and price continues to push to the downside. So very important levels here to look at. And back at this monthly value area low, we have an untested point of control from the US session and an untested value area high. So if price was to get back up higher, you know, you've got this zone to work with as a potential resistance point. That's why I'm saying if price breaks through these highs, it'd be a strong indication that we'd see higher prices. Alternatively, at the moment, we're building value down here. So if price was to trade within this area and tomorrow we were to break to the downside, break that 1760 area, we could potentially trade lower back towards these lows at 1720. So I know that was a lot to take in. There was a lot of higher time frame information there as well, but those are some key levels just to watch out for in terms of, you know, that monthly value area low is going to be super important to price. I think if we stay below it, price is likely going to search for lower prices. If we break back above the monthly value area low, price is going to likely go towards the other side of value, that value area high. Hopefully that makes sense. On an intraday perspective, keep an eye out on your US and your European levels. They can offer you some key opportunities throughout the day. Thanks for watching this video update. I hope that made sense. If it did, leave this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the YouTube channel to see some Forex trading content. And I'll speak to you in the next video.